about MS Excel, and in this session we are going to talk about like what is workbook, what is worksheet, what are the views available in MS Access, how many rows are there, like how the rows work, and what are the columns, how the columns works, how many columns are there from where to where, and then how many cells are there, what a cell particularly works, and what are the things you can do with a cell, then formulas, then filters, and some important shortcuts, then some questions related with MCQ. Okay, so this is the today's outline. So let's start this session, and first of all, let's see what is MX Excel. Okay, so MS Excel is an office use application designed by Microsoft. So it is very clear that basically Excel is a office based application, guys, right? Office is a Excel based application. It is particularly designed for use in a particular kind of environment where we need some data related in structured in tables, right? And it is designed by Microsoft. Great. So it comes with Office Suite with several other Microsoft applications such as Word, PowerPoint, Access, Outlook, OneNote, etc. There are many applications present in Office Suite, which we call MS Office. So, MS Office or Office Suite is a package, right? In which we got MS Excel. So MS Office is a package, and there is a software called MS Excel, or you can say a application MS Excel, which we use for our office purpose work, right? It is supported in Microsoft as well as Mac operating system too. So you can install it on Windows or Mac, right? Microsoft Excel is one of the most suitable spreadsheet program that help us to store and represent the data in tabular form, manage and manipulate data, create optical logical charts, and more. Okay, great. So what we are trying to say is that basically MS Excel is most suitable in an environment where we need to represent data in a table format, right? A tabular form. So if you have some kind of data which you can show in a table, then you can use MS Excel. Okay. In this, we can manage and manipulate data, or we can create our own data, right? And then you can create different kind of graphical representations based on your data, right? Like logical charts and more, right? So you can create some other things, some graphical representation according to your data in MS Excel. Excel provides you the worksheet to create a new document in it. Okay, so this is our main point. So in Excel, we get worksheets. So a Excel file is basically known as worksheet. When we create a Excel file, it is a worksheet, or you can say workbook. Okay, in these workbooks there are multiple sheets available which you can use to store your data, right? So let's talk about that. Okay, so you can save the Excel file with the XLS extension, Microsoft Excel's workbook, XLS, from the version 97 to 2003, right? If you are using a Microsoft Excel version from 97 to 2003, the extension that you will get in your file name will be XLS. Let's say if I want to save a file with my name is Puneet, then the file name will be puneet.xls. Okay, Remember that the file name will be XLS. If I'm using the version from 97 to 2003. Okay. Now, if I am using a newer version from 2007 till date, the extension will be XLSX. Okay. So remember that if I'm using a newer version, then a X will be included in the end of the file, right? Or file extension. So similarly, if you are using a macro enabled workbook, then you will get XLSM. If you are using a Excel workbook in which you store some macros, if you are using a workbook in which you store some macros, then you will get a file extension as XLSM. Remember that. Excel sheet M. Okay, macro. Great. Remember it, guys. This is important. Now, the specifications of worksheet. Basically, current versions include the number of rows per worksheet. The number of rows per worksheet is 10 lakh 48,576 is 10 lakh 48,576, guys. Okay. Uh, there is a mistake. Okay. So number of columns per worksheet is 16,384. Okay. Now the total cells. So you can multiply these numbers and you will get your result. The total number of cells is a very big number. 17 billion 179,869,184. Okay. So these much cells we get in a worksheet, a single worksheet, guys. Okay. We are talking about a single worksheet. Okay. If you have more than a worksheet, let's say I have a workbook in which I have 3 worksheets. So there is an option by which you can add or include more worksheets. Then each worksheet can have these much number of cells. Okay, remember it. Now let's move ahead and understand what is a workbook. First of all, understand that a Excel file is called a workbook. If you have a Excel file, it will be called as a workbook, guys. Okay. So an Excel workbook is a collection of worksheets that stores the data inside rows and columns. A new Excel workbook is default named as book 1. Remember it. Okay. So when you create a new file, you try right click and create new Excel book, or go into the upper section and click on new. Then you get a new workbook. You get a new workbook, right? And that workbook will be named as book 1. By default, the name will be book 1, guys. Okay. Now, there will be it depends on the version. Basically, there can be 3 sheets available by default if you are using a version from 97 to 2003. But if you are using a newer version like 2007 and onwards, then most probably you will get 1 sheet only. Okay. So it is something like that. So you can provide and save the workbook according to the data saved in it. So like you can save it with your own name, or you can save whatever the file name it is, or like whatever data it is, or basically wherever you want to save it, right? Okay. A workbook has several worksheets named as sheet 1. These are the default name. You can change them. Sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, and so on, right? So these are the default sheet names. These are the default sheet names. Okay. So there will be sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, and so on. Okay. Now you have to understand this. If you change the name, let's say if I change the name of sheet 1 as dashboard, okay, even then when you write a macro or something like that, in there the sheet will be called as sheet 1, okay. So it displays a newer name, but internally it keeps its original name, okay, remember that. Okay. You can add these worksheets to your workbook by clicking on the plus icon symbol near to the sheets. So we are going to see some formatting or layout of Excel. There you will understand it better, but still there is a plus icon near the sheets. You can click that icon and you will get a new sheet. Okay. One worksheet can be active at a time. How many sheets can be active at a time? Only one sheet can be active at a time. You cannot open two worksheets in a same workbook at a time, right? Suppose that there are two sheets available in a workbook, sheet 1 and sheet 2. You cannot view both of them at the same time. Remember that. Only one sheet can be active at a time. Okay? Remember that. That is also important.